Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Play one, and Prescott to the air.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Oh, the return is Scott.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Get it!
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Check man.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions, trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you got 4 the previous week, you were just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And the punter will start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing is Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Eagles at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
70 Timberwolves. Purple lead. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
70 Lions.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Play action now. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. His son Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Play action. Prescott rolling to his right. That's caught once again by Gallup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Throwing. Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down, Prescott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Cardinal. Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this 3rd quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8. Prescott off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down around the 22. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 17 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Tap to 60, tap to 60. Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, check that. Street.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Panther 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. Oh, nice move. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. complete. Smith has it. And some space here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the 35 on second down, Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Come on.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush your passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now a give here to Pollard. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 73 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On the left side, Gallup's got it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Connecting with Aguilar. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. To throw, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Cowboys, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.